All right, so here's the story of me being an absolute fucking moron. All right, I had a wonderful run of shows last week, Tuesday through last night, Sunday night at the New Jersey Peck Center in Newark, New Jersey. My week started off with my favorite show of the year now, the second annual Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit. Amazing 3-hour show. With there wasn't anybody on that show that I wasn't a huge fan of. The crowd was unbelievable. I want to thank all of the comics who donated their time. It was just an amazing, amazing night. And I want to thank Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton for hyping the show, moving all those tickets. It was a huge success. And for those of you who came and all that, just know that Patrice's mom and his wife and his stepdaughter were over the moon happy. So you guys really did a great thing by buying tickets to that show. It's a wonderful thing. We're definitely going to do it again next year. We're going to try to expand it in many different ways for next year. But it was a huge success, and I couldn't have done it without Maureen Taryn behind the scenes and all the comics and Opie and Anthony and all the fans that came out. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so that was the Tuesday night. And it was a great night, too. We had the after party. Everybody was hanging out. And Verzi's hilarious. He shows up like around 11:30, right? I'm like, hey, what's up, whatever. He's pacing back and forth like a friggin' caged goddamn cat. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, right? And finally, I look up and make eye contact with him, and he is walking by me, just eyeballing me, right out the side of his head with this fucking, not quite a grin, not quite a scowl, but he is looking at me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, all right, you know. What is this here? Oh, my stupid phone's going off here. I'm like, what is the problem? Right? So I get up and I walk over, and he's like, dude, you want to smoke a stoke? Oh, you up for a stoke? I'm like, absolutely. So he goes, I got a place. So long story short, the whole thing dies down around 1 o'clock in the morning, and we leave there. Takes me to this insane fucking cigar bar, and we go in there. They got all these different kinds of cigars, so we just fucking do it up. We got like this Nicaraguan cigar with like aged 10-year tobacco. Dude, I swear to God, I lit this fucking thing. I almost puked. Thank God I wasn't drinking, because this thing was like huffing on the tailpipe of my fucking F-100, man. I swear to God. But once you got the thing lit, once I got it lit, it was a whole other, it was just a whole other deal. It was amazing. It was like smoking a blunt. You got like high off this fucking thing. This is going to kill a lot of purists. I'm still not drinking. I'm a month in, 28 days, 4 weeks. I actually got an O'Doul's with it. I know. I'm waiting for every guy out. Jesus Christ, what are you, a fucking queer there? Yes. I drank an O'Doul's. I have to, all right? I got a 20-day tour of Canada coming up. Damage will be done. I'm in basic training right now. All right? Fucking, what are those old army marches? What do they say? I don't know. They always say you're gay. Or you're part cattle. Don't they do that? Are they allowed to do any of those anymore? You know, now that they have openly gay people in the military, I guess like half of their jokes are out the window. Where are you from? Only thing from there is stairs and queers. You ain't got no horns, right? With their hacky fucking jokes. They had to update it. Only thing from there is steers and homosexuals. Fuck, it doesn't rhyme. God damn it, give me 20. Anyways, completely lost my train of thought. So we smoked these cigars. I'm drinking a fucking O'Doul's. And it was still great. That's how unbelievable this cigar was. And it was so strong, like I don't need... This is me lying to myself, saying I don't need another cigar. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to fucking smoke one tonight, but I'm not going to. I always let, I get scratched up a little bit by alcohol and cigars, but I never let it get its hooks in me, And that's because of my... I have that German-Irish stubborn thing, where I can push through shit. Because if I didn't, and I know a lot of people, Irish are a bunch of fucking alcoholics. You know what? A lot of us aren't. Okay? And it would be nice if you brought us up every once in a while. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I just basically how I'm wired. I feel when something's getting its hooks in me, and I continue to abuse it for like another 3 months, and then I go, all right, I got to stop. So that's what I do with cigars. Although now, just by talking about them, now I'm fucking. You hear that? That's me fucking hitting the bed right now. I want one, which is why I'm not going to smoke one. I keep it at bay. You know what I mean? Like that guy who doesn't want to be in a relationship. You know, he bangs her every 2 weeks and then doesn't call her. So then she doesn't develop feelings. And he shows up again. Hey, look who's here. Oh, is that my dick? Hey, right? And then you fucking leave again. So anyways, the next night, I'm out at Westbury Theater. The second time I've performed there. That's that one that Howie Mandel did a special there. I believe Brian Regan did a special there. It's fucking amazing. In the round, I went out there. Oh, no, wait a minute. The night of Patrice's thing, we fucking went over there and the cigar bar was closed. So when we went out to Westbury, that's what we did. After Westbury, we went in there. We had a fucking great show. Paul Verzi, arguably the best set I've ever seen him. Beyond being funny. Son of a bitch is smooth as hell now. Talking a little shit for you there, Verzi. Fucking guy is smooth as hell. Looks like a total pro. Handling being in the round. No problem whatsoever. Fucking killing it. And got that applause beyond, thank God, you know, you're done. Bring on the next guy. He got a sustained appreciation and a round of applause. Which was great for me to see as a friend, and then it also sucks as a friend because I know he's going to be headlining his own shit soon, and then he won't be opening for me anymore, which sucks. I mean, it's great for my liver, you know, and the mouth cancer there. Anyways, yeah, so then we went to the cigar bar and all that bullshit happens. And then the next night, I drove all the way down. Now I'm working with this dude, Nate Craig. We fucking drive all the way down to Charlottesville, Virginia. Supposed to be a 6-hour drive. Turned into a fucking 9-hour drive because they're digging up all the goddamn roads, you know? But it was interesting, man. We were going through like these highways. I always just take 95 down. We actually got off at 95 and kind of angled over there. And all of a sudden we're just going by these open fields that have like these cannons in them. I'm like, what the fuck are the cannons sitting there? Someone's going to steal that thing. And then we realize, oh, those are Civil War battlefields. Fucking insane. They're not even that big. Kind of like the Orange Bowl. If you ever remember the Orange Bowl, how small it was when you finally went and saw it? If you'd seen some of the new stadiums, how fucking gigantic they are, like Lucas Oil Field. Like the battlefields, they're really small. At least the ones that I drove by at 40 miles an hour without really looking at too much appeared to be. Anyways. Did a show in Fredericksburg. No, I'm sorry. What did I say? Charlottesville. Next day drove up to Fredericksburg, I think it was, or Fredericks Hill. I don't know what the fuck it was. Someplace in Maryland. Then went back down to Richmond. And then had brutal traffic all the way up to the New Jersey Newark gig. But all the shows were awesome. And, all right, so the night ends. Had a great run. Nate was killing it the whole time. I hadn't worked with him in like a year, and I saw all his progress that he's made as a comic. And that, I'm telling you, man, that like inspires me to have a better show. That's the kind of people I like working with. I like working with people that are growing, you know. These fucking people, you come and you see them like a year or two later, and like their act hasn't changed at all. It's like depressing to see that. It's like going back to the towny bar, and there's that guy. Fucking guy that was sitting there the last time you were there, still wearing the football jacket and shit. They're just stuck in the mud. Drives me nuts. So whatever. Anyways, I'm now noticing my level's low. I'm not going to fuck with this. This is where it was last week and nobody bitched. All I'm getting is one green light. Hello. Test. Fuck you. All right. That's good. Anyways, so this morning, I go to leave in the rental car, and Nate's been driving the rental car the whole fucking time. I get down there. I've already packed. I already have it mapped out how to get to Newark Airport from where I'm at because it's really tricky from downtown. Circuitous fucking route. I have everything ready to go. I wake up, 6:20. I'm down at the rental car by like 6:30, 6:35. I get in it. Everything's good. I got my little card to get out of the fucking garage. Finally, I'm organized. And then I'm looking at the keys. And all I see is just a square, like in my Prius, where you just take the square, like, magic key that you can unlock it from 50 paces, and you just stick it in the key vag that they now have in the dashboard. And I'm looking around, and there isn't one. All I see is a place where you stick the key in. And I'm looking, going, you got to be shitting me. I'm digging in my pockets. I can't find the fucking key. It's 6:35 in the morning. Nate is sound asleep. He's the last one who drove it. And I'm going, you got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I look down at the keychain. There's another little key ring. And I can see, like, it's all separated, like a key could have just fell off. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And I'm just like, really? I start doing that. Really? Really, God? Really? What the fuck did I do to deserve this one? I can't just have a fucking quick trip to the goddamn airport. So now I'm already going, okay, I'm calling Nate. If he doesn't pick up, I am abandoning this fucking vehicle. Fuck this. I'm getting in a goddamn cab. I'm walking up. I'm taking the magic key portion of this thing and going, it's your own fucking fault for sticking a magic, the magic key with the fucking other key with the defective ring on it. This ain't on me. I'll tell you where it's at. You want to charge me $200? I don't give a fuck. I'm not missing my flight. I'm going home to see my family. All right? Fuck you. I'm out. I'm already thinking of that. So Nate picks up, like, hello, right? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry to wake you up, but do you have the key? I can't find the key. So he starts walking around his room, rummaging through pockets and shit. And then it finally dawns on him. He goes, wait. He goes, the key's on the thing. You just got to press the button. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, on the little, whatever the fuck you call that thing, the thing that opens it and puts on line, because you just press the button. So I press the button and the key comes out like a fucking jackknife. And he heard it come out and he just starts laughing at me. And there wasn't anything I could do. I just started laughing too. And I want to tell you guys that I am embarrassed by this story, but I'm not. Like, that kind of shit happens, like with any remote base level technology. I just can't figure it out. I've used keys like that in the past. I haven't in a while, but it doesn't take a lot to stump me. Like anything that has to do with computers. Oh, so-and-so just tweeted at you. You should go look it up. I look it up. I can't find it. I suck at it. I fucking suck at it. And after I landed, he called me up and he was still saying, dude, like I couldn't go back to sleep. I was just laying in the bed laughing at you. And I was going, dude, and I told him the whole thing. I said, dude, if you didn't get on the phone, I wasn't going back up there. I was literally going to abandon the rental car. And he goes, who the fuck abandons a rental car? And I go, fucking successful people do. Keep your eye on the prize. Trim the fat. It's like the horse is stumbling. Just fucking shoot it. Now we're walking. Fuck it. I'll call a cab. I can never shoot a horse for all you animal lovers out there. I just would call a cab. And I was prepared. If he didn't pick up, what I was going to do, my backup plan, was I was taking my shit out of the back of it. I was locking it, and I was going to curse all the way to the lobby, get a cab, and I was going to go back over to the rental car place, walk right in there and go, here's the keys. Here's where it's at. I only have the magic part of it. I don't know where the fucking other thing is. All right? Charge me whatever. And the person would have looked at me and would have hit that button, and that thing would have opened up. And I would have just sat there looking like, I just would have laughed. I would just be like, hey, I'm a fucking idiot. What do you want from me? That's what, you didn't do enough of a background check. I don't know. I'm really having like major self-esteem problems because I already knew all of this shit about me. And then my wife hit me with that, you have ADD. And I told you last week when I was sitting there getting ready to do the Patrice thing. And it's always like a very melancholy thing to do. When someone you love like that has died, but you're doing something positive, there's still always that void. So I was talking to her about it, and I was literally getting emotional. For people who didn't listen last week, I was getting emotional about it, and I looked up, and there was a spider on the ceiling, and I was like, oh, a spider. And I just started talking about spiders for like, I don't even know how long I was gone, and I brought my head back down, and she was just looking at me, smiling. And it was just like, I couldn't argue with her at that point. So, I don't know it really explains now why I did so horribly in school. I just remember being in these classes, and it was just me and a bunch of other fuck-ups. And I would be sitting in the class just going, I know I'm not as dumb as the grade that I'm getting in this. I can't be. Because if I was, I wouldn't be aware of how much of a failure I am. Would I? Like, do you think really dumb people are aware of it? You know, that look on their faces, they try to figure shit out. But then again, then I can go around and I can, like, a little Heidecke thing can confuse the shit out of me. Fucking Nate was hilarious. He goes, what's your address? I'm going to send your wife some flowers. Just for having to live with me. Do you realize how fucking sad that is? Of course you do. And I know you're enjoying every bit of this.